Tuesday, September 27th on CBS.
Finally tonight, an extraordinary view from the ocean floor, giving us a new look at the warships lost during the Battle of Midway 81 years ago during World War II. Take a look at this, the first images of the USS Yorktown since it was located some 25 years ago. We can see the flight deck and the anti-aircraft guns. Also revealed is the first up-close look at the Japanese aircraft carrier Akagi, sunk in June of 1942, that marked a turning point in the Pacific War. And that is tonight's CBS Evening News. I'm Nora O'Donnell. Good night.
If you've been hurt in a wreck, call Crocker Law Firm.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 6. I'm Morgan Hoover.
And I'm Chris Allen. Thanks for joining us here on a Monday evening that is already starting to feel just spectacular.
It is. It's perfect. I know we're close to summer being gone.
Close.
Oh, I'm excited about it.
We only have a few more days.
Wow.
Saturday will be the day that we officially go into autumn.
Wow. Hard to believe.
But the atmosphere is already there. I mean, you're going to feel it tonight and look live here from Todd County and Monroe County, both reading from the Kentucky Mesonet sites and their cameras. 74 degrees. Mainly clear sky with just a few puffy clouds. It is going to get just a little bit warmer over the next few days. The Center for Climate Prediction showing over the next 6 to 10 days, we're going to warm up a little bit, but not too much, as you'll see in the 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Morgan?
All right, Chris, our top story tonight, the community learns more about the dangers of opioids and what they can do to prevent overdoses today. News 40's Noah Fairber has more on that story. Good evening, Noah.
Good evening, Morgan. The Opioid Abatement Coalition took place at the Corvette Museum earlier today. I had the chance to speak with a couple of the panel members to learn more about what they hope to see from the health community. Take a look. The Barren River Area Development District hosted an opioid abatement coalition. One of the main features was a keynote speaker talking about 13 ways to kill your community.
One of the biggest impacts that comes along with drug addiction is the stigma. So that stigma, even after treatment is done, can lead to difficulty in finding a job, can lead to isolationism, which can lead back to addictions again. So eliminating that stigma helps people reintegrate back into the community better and feel more welcome.
The panel opened up to the community about different aspects of opioids and how they affect them.
I think what we heard today was there's all kinds of different paths that lead people to addiction. It may be something related to, peer pressure. It may be social circumstances. It may be something such as trauma, physical or psychological trauma, or it could be just experimentation.
Hagan hopes the community takes more than just awareness of opioids away from this panel.
There's some research that's being done, or some research that's being proposed, I should say, that I think South Central Kentucky could be part of, and that's what part of our hope is through some of these work groups, is to, figure out how we can be part of something that's more effective going forward.
Now, we will continue to monitor any progress the panel makes on their research, but in the meantime, if you'd like to check out Doug's book, you can head to 13waysinc.com. Morgan?
All right, Noah, thank you very much. And more local news now. New life-saving tools are heading to the Warren County Sheriff's Office as they receive new trauma kits. The kits contain bandages, tourniquets, hand sanitizer, and a pair of scissors to cut through clothing. Now, these are just some of the many items that can help save a life during a traumatic accident, maybe a car wreck. The sheriffs received these kits while at the Kentucky Sheriff's Conference in Owensboro last week, courtesy of Sheepdog Impact Assistance.
They saw a need, I guess, probably across the state of Kentucky that, there's always an additional cost with any type of purchasing of equipment. And they saw that there was this kind of gap there, in particularly for law enforcement. So they stepped forward and were able to reach out to, like I say, all Kentucky Sheriff's offices.
Sheriff Hightower also says he hopes there is not a need for these kits, but It's nice to have them for each deputy if the situation calls for it. And law enforcement officers across the Commonwealth are being honored this week. 4 local Kentucky State Troopers are awarded for their acts of bravery and service. In 2022, KSP responded to nearly 400,000 requests for assistance and rescued many Kentuckians during natural disasters. We spoke with Trooper Pretty today, who tells us how significant these awards are, not just for the troopers, but for the community.
We all get into this because we want to make a difference and because we want to help the communities that we're involved in, because we don't just work in those communities, we live in those communities, our families are involved in these communities, and we want to be a positive impact. People are recognizing that. It's something really special.
The Kentucky State Police is always finding new ways to impact every community they enter. More information about each award recipient can be found on KentuckyStatePolice.org. An opportunity for lifelong learning and continuing education is being celebrated across the Commonwealth during Adult Education and Family Literacy Week. Since 2020, more than 8,000 Kentuckians have earned their GED after the test fee was removed. And in the same amount of time, more than 16,000 Kentuckians have participated in the free GED program. Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman says adult education is often thought as a second chance for an individual, but oftentimes it's actually a second chance for the system.
Adult education is a second chance for systems that need some reflection and some acknowledgement that we don't always get it right either. And so together, again, we'll continue to work to create every opportunity that we can for adult learners in Kentucky.
If you'd like more information on Kentucky's GED program or free GED testing, log on to the website on your screen. That is kyae.ky.gov. Across Logan County, many of you are crafting works of art out of hay bales and straw, as the 8th annual Hay Bale Trail is just getting started. News 40's Michael Ridgway spent some time with people who are down with hay fever.
8 years ago, we started the Logan County Hay Bale Trail. It's a countywide hay bale trail. We got the idea from Elkton, who had started it, and they were doing really well with theirs. So we thought, well, let's just try and see how it would go over here in Logan County.
And it's going pretty good, with this bumblebee reminding everyone to get their flu shot, or this car wash who made a car wash. City Hall is starting theirs this week as well and hopes to see creativity pour out across the county.
What we do is we encourage all the businesses, homeowners, nonprofits in the county to build something out of hay bales.
There's a lot of effort that goes into it, much of the county using something you probably wouldn't think is good for anything else.
You know, I like the ones that are shaped and molded with chicken wire. I mean, it's amazing what you can do with chicken wire. And I'm sure that you'll see in the coming weeks what all can be done with it. I mean, some just spray it, but when you get in this chicken wire, that's some work. I mean, you get cuts, it tears your clothes off while you're trying to mold it, and then you got to stuff the hay in there.
A local business owner is in the middle of hers right now. It's her second year participating, and she's loving every minute of it.
So this year we are doing a groove hay Barbie with hay bale bottoms. The theme this year was 70s for Logan County tourism, and then for Auburn tourism we're doing toys. So we kind of combine the 70s with a toy theme.
In Logan County, because local matters, Michael Ridgway, WNKY, News 40.
All right, Michael, big news tonight for the Big Red Marching Band as they are chosen to travel across the pond to march in London's New Year's Day Parade and Festival. The annual parade will be screened across the world, including here in the U.S. on the PBS network. The Western Kentucky University Marching Band will be in England for the 2024-25 New Year's Day Parade, so they have plenty of time to prepare. Tonight on News 40 at 10, we talk with band members about this exciting honor. But for now, still to come on News 40 at 6, 5 wrongfully detained Americans are on their way back home after a high-stakes prisoner swap with Iran. The latest details from the White House in just a bit. But first, Weather Chief Chris Allen is in after the break with a full look at our forecast. Yeah, you'll tell us what we can expect to see right after this.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Geez. Hey, Trent. What's going on? You've been here for 7 hours.
I'm having problems with this thing. I'm coming back tomorrow.
I should have called JB. Trent, gee.
Should have called JB Electric. At JB Electric, when it comes to electricity, we don't mess around. Make the right call. Call JB Electric.
Hey y'all, it's Bree. Don't miss this week's episode of the Pie Queen's Pantry. I'm gonna spice up your life with my favorite trail mix. See you this week at the Pie Queen's Pantry.
The UPS Store on Scottsville Road supports small businesses from start to finish to marketing projects of all sizes. We can help grow your small business. Call us today to discuss your printing needs. The UPS Store on Scottsville Road, your local printing solution.
Injured in an accident? Let Flora Tappan and Stewart fight the system for you. Get the results you deserve. What does it mean when Flora Tappan and Stewart says fight the system? It means personal representation with top attorneys. We fight for you against big insurance and pay only if you win. So if you're injured, let Flora Tappan and Stewart accident injury lawyers fight the system for you.
My name is Rita Fowler. I was in the car actually relaxing, and all of a sudden, boom, the car hit us. That's when I decided to call Morgan & Morgan. They made it so easy. They took care of everything for me. It was a no-brainer.
Name an animal, the wife doesn't mind her husband calling her. Piggy. Don't do that.
Family Feud. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Weeknights on CBS.
Congratulations! You got the bicycle! Hey, let's do this! Lingo! $51,000 in cash!
What a day. The Price is Right. Weekdays on CBS 40.
The Price is Right!
We're back with Weather Chief Chris Allen. Chris, it's hard to beat weather like today. It's just perfect. Let's just sit outside the rest of the day.
I know. It's just one of those things where you just want to open the studio.
Yes.
You know, we need to think about that.
We need
future
like a
expansion.
sunroof
Just
or
open
something.
up the
Yeah.
studio somehow. Or let days like this. You know, that way I could walk into the weather.
There we go. Great idea.
Be a part of the weather. Then some people would say, yeah, when it's coming a storm, we want you to walk out and be part of the weather. Yeah, that would be cool, right?
Yeah.
Lightning and everything else.
Snow.
But we don't have any of that in the forecast. Not yet, anyway. Here's a look at what's going on right now with 4-hour clouds and radar together. And I'll run the loop here. We did see a few fair weather clouds, but of course, nothing in the way of rain here. And it's going to stay pretty much rain-free for a while. We're under the influence of high pressure, and that means everything stays very nice across the area. As long as that high pressure center is here, we have no weather worries at all. The only thing that you're going to see, or should I say feel, in the next couple of days is a little bit warmer air, but it's not going to get too out of hand, which is good news. Right now, temperatures in the low to mid 70s, 75 right now in Bowling Green, 74, Hardinsburg, over in Hart County, 71 at the Mesonet site there. How about 72 in Franklin? Everybody feeling the nice weather because of the low dew points. Again, they have fallen already into the 50s, and where you see some of the blue shades off to the north, those are dew points in the 40s, which means some of you, because of the stable air mass and high pressure, could actually have your low temperatures fall into the upper 40s tonight. How about that? Yeah, just tonight, though, and then we start to warm back up. 75 right now, a light northwesterly wind at 5. Look at that humidity at 48, 54 the dew point, and of course the barometer looking good because we have that high pressure center that is right here. As far as the numbers today, I think we're going to end up at 78 officially for a high today, 82 the average or the normal, 56. We're going to go well below that tonight, I think, for most of you for an overnight low. We're almost 3 inches behind on rainfall, by the way, but that's year to date. I always like to say at this time of the year, we need to be close, pacing pretty close to where we should be. We're 3 inches about under that mark. We could use a little more rain, but I don't see any in the forecast as that high pressure is just going to absolutely dominate our weather over the next several days. So anything you need to do outdoors to prepare for fall, or maybe even get your yard ready for winter or whatever, you've got several days here to get things done. There's nothing coming in that's going to at least rattle that a little bit. Maybe a few clouds here or there. Overnight tonight, some patchy fog, and then as we get late in the week, we'll start to see some shower chances coming our direction. But everything is going to look and feel pretty good. Just a little warmer. 80 tomorrow, 82, 83, 84. You see it stair-stepping up. And then for the first day of fall on Saturday, officially, we go down or start to go down with some showers Sunday and Monday. And that's when we'll cool back into the upper 70s. Hey, here's what's coming up tonight on CBS 40.
Andy Bashir is flat out lying.
I've never supported gender reassignment surgery for kids.
That is false. Bashir sided with the radical left, allowing young children to undergo permanent gender-changing surgery.
Those procedures don't happen here in Kentucky.
Reports prove that gender-changing surgeries were done at this Lexington facility. Andy Bashir caught lying again. What else is he lying about?
You see the worst of the worst in this job, but I do it to bring justice for victims and help them move on with their lives. When a woman or girl becomes pregnant from rape, the trauma is unimaginable. Daniel Cameron thinks a 9-year-old rape survivor should be forced to give birth. Nobody, no child, should ever have to go through that. Cameron believes rapists deserve more rights than their victims. That's extreme, and it's dangerous.
Injured in a car or truck accident? Let Flora Templeton Stewart Accident Injury Lawyers fight the system for you. Get the results you deserve. What does it mean when Flora Templeton Stewart says fight the system? We fight for you against big insurance. You get personal representation with top attorneys. You pay only if you win. So if you're injured, let Flora Templeton Stewart fight the system for you.
Is your search for a new home on hold because of high interest rates and high monthly payments? Jago Homes has your solution with a low 4.99 fixed interest rate and no energy bills for 2 years. You'll enjoy open, spacious living, and your family will be comfortable year-round with exclusive Energy Smart technology. Learn why a new Jago home is more affordable than you think at jagohomes.com. Because life is too precious to be put on hold.
We're all born with the good in us. We're all in need of love. Dreams get torn, but we stand up, making a change that is calling us. Beautiful world, beautiful people, boys and girls, we're all made equal. So clap your hands, get up and dance. Beautiful world, beautiful people.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
The United Auto Workers' historic strike against the big three automakers is now on its 4th day with still no deal in sight. Mike Valerio has more.
Weekend negotiations saw little progress between the United Auto Workers and the big three automakers.
We still have a long way to go.
While the strike remains targeted at one plant for each company, the union warns it could intensify efforts this week if its demands are not met.
We'll see how things progress the next few days, and if we have to amp up pressure, that's what we're going to do.
Top of the list for workers, an immediate 20% raise, followed by 4 additional 5% raises over the 4-year deal. All 3 companies have countered with a 20% raise during the life of the contract with an immediate 10%.
We gave up a lot in 2008 to help Ford out during the recession. We didn't get any raises for 3 contracts. So it's time for us to get something.
Analysts say the U.S. economy is getting bruised, but the strike's impact isn't likely to push the nation into a recession.
It would depend very much on how long the strike lasts and exactly who's affected by it.
The spillover is already impacting non-striking workers, with both GM and Ford announcing temporary layoffs on Friday. Suppliers working with the big three could also face layoffs soon. Impacted states like Michigan will see a decrease in tax revenue, and buying a car could get more expensive.
It's not that we're going to wreck the economy. We're going to wreck their economy, the economy that only works for the billionaire class.
I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Well, you may have problems finding some Clorox products in your local store, and it's not due to a rise in COVID cases, but rather from a cyber attack. The company detected unauthorized activity in some of its information technology systems last month. It has contained that cyber attack, but still has not been able to get its manufacturing operations back up to full speed. As a result, Clorox says some of its products are in short supply. The company hasn't stated which products were impacted. Clorox also says it expects to begin the process of returning to normal operations next week. However, they don't know how long it will take to resume full production. In national news, several wrongfully detained Americans are on their way back to the U.S. following a high-stakes diplomatic exchange between the Biden administration and Iran that included a multi-billion-dollar deal. CBS's News' Skylar Henry has more.
President Biden spoke on the phone with the 5 Americans who were freed from an Iranian prison after they arrived in Doha, Qatar Monday. Imad Shargi, Siamak Namazi, Norad Tabaz, and 2 others who have chosen to remain anonymous were let go, along with 2 more people who were prevented from leaving Iran. They're all headed for Washington, D.C., soon to reunite with family.
These Americans are now free after having endured something that I think most of us can't possibly imagine.
The Biden administration agreed to a deal in August, clearing $6 billion in frozen Iranian oil funds and transferring the money from South Korea to Switzerland and then to a bank in Qatar. Officials insist there are guardrails on how the money can be used and won't be accessible to support terrorism or Iran's nuclear program.
President Biden's also been very clear that one way or another he's committed to ensuring that Iran never acquire a nuclear weapon.
Though the Biden administration reiterated that the money will be severely restricted, some lawmakers on Capitol Hill say they're concerned that any financial relief will incentivize future hostage taking.
$6 billion of released funds will only make it far more expensive for every single American who's traveling abroad. It's a bad decision, although we do thank God that those folks are coming home.
In addition to the funds, President Biden also granted clemency to 5 Iranians who were facing charges in the U.S. for nonviolent crimes. 2 who have legal status in America have chosen to stay in the country. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
Well, stay with us. News 40's Maxwell Trink is in the studio with a look at sports right after this.
The fresh timer starts the minute a tomato gets picked. That's why at Kroger, we shorten the time from harvest to home. So no matter how you shop, you'll have more time to enjoy your fresh produce. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you. Which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you have any trouble receiving Social Security benefits, call our office today for a free consultation.
At Infinity Pipeline, your family is our family. Our employees are the foundation of what we do. And what matters to you matters to us. We're now hiring the next generation of skilled workers to help grow our community. Apply now. InfinityPipeInc.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
CBS celebra el mes de la herencia hispana. CBS celebrates Hispanic Heritage Month.
At WNKY News 40, we're always on. WNKY.com has the latest in breaking news, local headlines, weather forecasts, and sports highlights. WNKY News 40, because local matters.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book?
Covenant Books is an author-friendly publisher who shares your passion and beliefs. Call us today and we'll send you a free author packet to help get you started. We provide a full range of publishing services.
Covenant sells your book and ebook online and in bookstores everywhere. Our authors love us. Just look.
Be like these authors and get your book published today.
To get your free writer's guide, call now.
1-855-900-3971.
Hi, Paul. Meet Opie Taylor. He's dramatic. A dreamer. I wish that I get a B in arithmetic. But most of all, I think you're the best sheriff in the whole world. He's devoted to Dad. It's Andy and Opie on The Andy Griffith Show.
At Kroger, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Welcome into sports. We have an update on the 2023 state golf tournaments happening over the weekend. Some in-town highlights from the state tourney. Bowling Green Purples Golf took home the KGCA All-State Championship Boys Team title. At the same time, Greenwood's Jacob Lang shot a total of 136 to win the 2023 KGCA Individual All-State Championship. Congratulations to everyone who participated. To the hill now as WKU Volleyball competed in their 3 matches. They swept all 3 in the Illicit Kavanaugh Classic. 3 Hilltoppers were tabbed to Player of the Week awards after a strong week. Paige Briggs was tabbed offensive after tallying 35 kills in a single match against Western Michigan, breaking the program record. Callie Bauer was named setter, and Gabby Wee was named Freshman of the Week. This team is now preparing for UTEP this weekend. Here were Coach Hudson's thoughts about conference play.
They're an experienced team. They're athletic. They're physical. They're really good, really good. And so the league is good. We have more top 25 wins probably than we've had in recent memory out of this league already. And so the challenge is going to be great over the next month and a half, 2 months.
It was a long Saturday for you Hilltopper fans after falling to Ohio State 63-10 in Columbus. The Tops were only down 7-3 at the end of the first quarter, but Ohio State turned it on in the second quarter, posting 35 points before halftime. WKU was shut out in the second half, with the only touchdown coming in the first half as Austin Reed connected with Malachi Corley. Here's what defensive coordinator Tyson Summers had to say moving on from Saturday.
If you look back through the game, there's a lot of things to be corrected, obviously. Again, I've got to do a better job in the game from the other day. I've got to have a better performance. As we go into this week, obviously trying to shore some things up. There are a lot of positives to kind of take away. We want to be able to learn from our mistakes, move on, and get ready. We're playing a great Troy team this week, great opponent, and, trying to get ready for them.
Well, if you're a Cards fan, you're probably happy. The Indiana Hoosiers, they end up beating them at Lucas Oil Stadium 21-14. The Cards were up 21-0 at halftime, but they were able to sneak away with that big win. They moved to 3-0 on the season in the Jeff Brom era. And the Kentucky Wildcats picked up their 3rd win of the new year on Saturday. In Lexington, the Cats dominated Akron 35-3. Quarterback Devin Leary threw for 315 yards, 3 touchdowns, while the Cats rushed for over 180 yards as a team. Cats open SEC play on Saturday, visiting Vanderbilt just down the road for their first SEC game of the year. And finally, the Tennessee Titans picked up a massive win over the weekend, their first home win of the year. The Titans topped the Los Angeles Chargers at Nissan Stadium 27-24. Tennessee's offense was much more efficient than in Week 1, posting 341 total yards as a team. Here's what quarterback Ryan Tannehill had to say after the victory.
Proud of our guys, the way we battled, stuck together throughout the game, through the ups and the downs. That's the way football games are, right? It's never going to be perfect. You're going to have ups and downs, and if you can stick together, face that adversity, then make big plays when it comes down to it, you're going to find a way to win, and that's what we did today.
Well, that's a look at sports, guys.
Tannehill finally looked good.
Yes, no, not throwing interceptions left and right like he did against the Saints.
Yeah.
But excited to see the Titans' offense really under control.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes, and we finally have some really good weather to talk about, although you'll see some dense fog late tonight, early tomorrow morning. But those temperatures getting down to around 50, maybe some of you in the upper 40s.
Ooh, wow. All right, Chris, thank you so much. Thank you at home for joining us. We'll see you back here tonight at 10.
Thank y'all very much. Yeah, I do. Well, welcome to Family Feud, everybody. I'm your mayor, Steve Harvey. Oh, we got a good one for you today, returning for their second day with a total of $20,000 from my hometown, Cleveland, Ohio. It's my homies. It's the champs. It's Rico family. And they're back from Chicago, Illinois. It's the Bradford family. Everybody's here trying to win themselves some cash, and somebody might have a shot driving out of here in a brand new car. Let's go meet the Bradford family. Hello, Laura. Welcome back. I met y'all before, didn't I? Well, introduce everybody.
I'm super excited to introduce my family from the south side of Chicago. I have my debonair Uncle Donnie, my magnificent mother Michelle, my terrific Uncle Tony, a.k.a. Tada, and my marvelous Uncle Marvin, a.k.a. Smooth.
You didn't come back for no reason. You came back for $20,000. Let's get it on. Defend your title. Give me Lori, give me Lori. Ladies, we got the top 6 answers on the board. This is a fill in the blank. A woman might say,